Peggy 18.
Party number 2.
Are we starting?
We're starting right now.
Viewing party. That's the strangest clap I've ever seen.
So,
Aha!
Andrew,
Yes,
what did you think of Ready Player One? You saw the movie this time.
I did.
You almost did not.
I almost did not.
Yeah.
I found it.
Wait, don't.
He found it through very legal channels.
That's right. I should have wore a pirate hat.
Yarr.
Without spoilers, what did you immediately think?
I liked it. Is my analysis.
Very astute.
Good. How many words am I limited to? How many characters?
5. You're like 10 past.
Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Trevor,
Okay.
how about you? And I do think, sorry to interrupt real fast, I saw the movie like 7 o'clock on Friday night
Yeah.
or Thursday night, and then as soon as I was leaving the theater, Trevor was like, hey! And I'm like, oh, cool!
Oh, yeah, I got the showing right after him.
Yeah, you watched it right after me. Like, all right, well, I'm going home. I was like, I almost
oh.
rewatch it again. But I'm an ethical journalist, so
I'm pretty sure with
Ethics
the
of
amount
video
of
games.
people that were in that theater.
there were 3 people in the theater, including me. Were there like 5 in your theater?
No, there was like
I had
there
a
were
whopping
3 maybe.
Nice.
There were 3 others like excluding me, so there were about 4. I don't know.
There wasn't anybody there.
Well, no one of mine.
Strangely, there was
I was gonna ask, how many were in your theater, Andrew?
Well, let's see. I had myself and
and the pizza.
that was it. And a pizza, yeah.
Okay.
Papa John was there, so. He kept me
Papa's in the house. Papa's in the house.
Papa's in the house.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did you think of Ready Player One without spoilers?
Basically, what Andrew said, I really liked it. I don't think it's near Steven Spielberg's best things, nor is it near his worst. But it was very enjoyable. I would recommend it really only for nerds. If you're a normal person, you might get some of the references, but you won't have as a good a time as we would.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like everybody has a foot in the door to quote unquote nerddom now.
True.
I don't
It
feel like
feels like
I
it,
don't
yeah.
feel like there's an realm it doesn't touch now.
That is true.
Especially with how
That is
far
true.
Marvel
But-
and
You're older.
Hollywood is stuff. So.
But if
My girl's
you...
supposed to be a nerd.
Well, not even that, because I know plenty of, 30, 40-year-olds that are into this stuff, but
Yeah.
my parents, for example, would not like this movie very much. Actually,
Yeah.
they probably would, but only because they like every movie they see. They're the kinds of people that like
was a good film.
trolls.
We just like them moving picture shows.
I really enjoy Sherlock Gnomes. Those
I
movie of the year.
I am sure they
we're
would
moving
enjoy that.
Yeah.
And we're moving on.
And then they
87.
question why I like other
Your
movies.
time is over, Trevor.
They question
Your
why
time
I
is
like...
over, Trevor.
Ethan, what do you think of Ready Player One?
Oh,
Without spoilers.
No, but it was good. It was. I agree with Trevor. It was far from his best.
Yeah.
I think that the plot was too loose.
Mm-hmm.
I think they left out. So I've read most of the book,
Really?
and I think they left off not anything important per se
Yeah.
from what I've read, because I've only read about half of it. But from the first part, they left off some of the stuff that I wish they would have included a little bit more in the origin and introducing his character, Wade's character. But
So-
it was good. I did enjoy it. I didn't. It was a good time.
oh gosh.
Gotcha.
It was a good time.
I have a question
But,
about the book.
Yeah.
In the
From
book,
one half that I have read.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
well-
the basic outline of the book.
if it's anything like the movie, then the question I have happens kind of at the beginning. in the movie, you've seen it in the trailers. There's the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
And that's what H is building. Is that what he builds in the book,
I think.
or
I'm
is it
pretty
Voltron?
sure.
Because I've heard it was Voltron
I think
somewhere.
it's Voltron. It's a lot with
It's a giant robot.
That's
with
what I
this-
want.
That everyone knows.
with
Yeah.
this with the book. It's a lot more geared towards the 80s. Like
Well, they
you don't
already
have
had a
the
Gundam.
Overwatch references.
You can't have a Gundam and a Voltron.
You don't have.
I
Like,
love-
oh, and also we have an Evangelion.
Well, the thing is,
we have
So
Grimlock.
everything-
in the
thing
final
is, the
battle,
thing is with the book, everything is pretty much geared towards the 80s
Mm.
because that's when Holiday grew up. That's when that's kind of
opposed
where
to
his
pop
time
culture.
capsule froze, if you will.
Yeah.
Like that's his iconic area. That's his
the
his childhood.
the thing that I'm saying
That's
is,
pretty much every reference is.
I've heard a
from
lot
the
of
80s.
there at the end of the movie. There's a huge battle. That's not much of a spoiler. Everyone's seen the battle in the trailers.
Yeah.
But some people have said that in there they see a Voltron lion. I'm not sure which one,
Maybe.
but I am mad that
We didn't get to see it more.
Yeah,
we didn't
I
get to
don't
see
disagree.
Voltron. Being a huge fan of Voltron and
Yeah.
loving the Iron Giant at the same time,
Yeah.
I still would just
I would have preferred Voltron also.
it
It makes more sense. Because
Yeah.
the whole point of the Iron Giant is like, no, I don't want to fight.
yeah.
But
It
he's
is
like this
cool.
incredible killing machine
Yeah,
that doesn't
no,
want to fight. That's like
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah.
Plus,
But
speaking
it is awesome
of
to see a ginormous killing machine destroy everything.
speaking
And that's-
of
that's
like,
one of the
why was it the Iron Giant in his friendly form fighting?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it
That's a
his
good point. I
alien?
didn't think about that.
Ah.
He
that
is
was-
an alien destruction unit.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the whole point of the Iron
Yeah.
Giant.
Yeah, he's like he has like two massive guns for
For
arms.
arms,
whenever-
yes.
Why?
It was really in character for the Iron Giant to be the bridge at the end.
Yeah. I thought
it
that
was.
made sense.
It was.
Are
Yeah.
we getting into spoiler territory
Yeah,
now?
we're getting to
Okay, and then when the bridge or when he collapses and
He just,
And
he just
that's the
Terminator
Terminator 2.
I was like,
That was
yeah, woo! In my Terminator 3.
That was Terminator!
I
love Judgment Day.
I got the reference. Like all
I know
throughout,
movies. I know movies.
all throughout that final battle, I'm like, oh yeah. I was
I
like,
like the Master Chiefs. I like the little
I-
squad of
I
Master
did-
Chiefs.
I
and they
didn't
had
care.
them actually running along the sidewalk. in
I
real life.
know.
I
Yeah.
thought that was... How are people not running into walls?
That's what Robert. When we were watching it, Robert just leans over and he goes, "Why don't they run into a building?"
See, like, whenever they had the
I was like,
omnidirectional...
well, I guess they just keep going. I don't know.
it would have been so funny to see glitches as well
Yeah, that would've been
in,
good.
Funny.
in the
Yeah,
Oasis.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that would have been
in
funny.
things like Skyrim that
Or
is
Minecraft.
so open. The
Why-
Minecraft
exists
world.
in 20 whatever.
The
Yeah.
Minecraft world at
Like,
the
you
very
guys don't
beginning
play
was
Minecraft.
stupid, but
We don't have Minecraft 2 yet?
That's like patch.
Notch
that's
is
like
still
patch
okay with
eight.
whatever. I don't. Microsoft still. I have no idea.
Microsoft has,
Microsoft still exists.
yeah, they
I thought
still
it was
have
Overwatch.
Minecraft. So
I feel like, so
There's also
Overwatch is like a
Overwatch.
retro reference, though.
yeah,
Because it's set in 30, 45?
yeah,
Yeah.
these
That's
these
That was one of my biggest. That was one of my biggest gripes because I liked in the books how it was all like
All 80s.
all skewed to 80s.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. I get
But
why they
included
did it
Tracer.
because
And-
you're kind of selling to you know,
multiple
this
generations.
crowd
so that
right
brings,
here,
me, that brings me to
basically.
the next big question. I also thought the film was great. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed it because I've been watching so many like great films from the 80s and 90s, critically acclaimed films. It's nice for me to take a break and like, oh, finally I can relax when I watch a movie. Oddly enough, I was relaxed when I was watching the film, despite it being a crazy, over-the-top, retro somewhat thing. But that's the big question that I was like, who is this movie geared towards? Is it geared towards people like me
Millennials.
and Trevor? Is it for millennials?
I read a
Except
really
with Ethan's
actually.
age.
I am a millennial.
Technically, yeah.
I'm a millennial.
We're all
That's
millennials.
what it is.
Yeah, it's like
Everyone's
we're in that.
millennial.
We're in that.
Everybody is.
Well,
Unless
it's a
you're
certain
We all
16.
age
experienced
bracket.
the millennium. We are there for a millennium.
It's 89 to
Boom.
97.
yeah. So
So Gab's also millennial. But I was wondering, who is this film for?
I'll tell you what. I was reading a really interesting article about it,
Yeah.
and that was one of the gripes about it that they had. It was like, who is this for? You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's trying to do too much almost.
But I think it's...
and that's kind of the point that I brought up when you brought up, you know, like only nerds would enjoy this.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah, I can see
it's
that.
like it's mainstream to the point. Like it's mainstream nerddom is what it is.
Everybody
Yes,
knows who
I can see
Pac-Man
that.
is, and people are starting to know who
Diva.
Tracer is.
Or Tracer,
Diva
yeah.
is. I don't know if you
Which
watched it.
I am
girls.
so done with the Overwatch characters. Like, I know that they're popular.
Where was Wilson?
I just-
Is Wilson the gorilla? Wilson, right?
No, what is his name?
Winston.
Yeah,
Where was
yeah.
Winston? The fucking.
He's the
heckin'
coolest
girl.
character. He is the coolest character. As someone who has played Overwatch
I
and
would watch. I like
thinks
it.
that it's
No,
a
yeah, it's a good
fun game,
Yeah,
I just think it's way too overhyped. Winston is the coolest character.
Oh,
Maybe not
at
to
least
play
they-
with, but
at
like,
least listen. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, cool Overwatch character.
Yeah.
A couple times in the film, sprinkled out. Could you imagine if
That was one
Fortnite
of-
was more popular before
Oh,
this
no.
film was
oh
made?
my
John
lord,
Wick skin.
stop.
made? Yeah, there's a John Wick skin
Ooh,
guy from Fortnite.
You guys
in there.
see Beetlejuice though, right?
He'd be really good.
I didn't see Beetlejuice.
I missed
Oh,
that
but-
one. I missed that
It
one.
was whenever
That's
he
unfortunate.
got the first key and was walking into the basically the brain library of what's the guy's name?
Curator?
Holiday.
Holiday.
Holiday, whatever.
Holiday.
Holiday.
Uh,
I think it's-
and Beetlejuice just grabs him and he's like, "Hey guys, it's him!"
Yeah,
And
I
they
thought
had,
that was great.
I loved the alien bit that she did when she.
Yeah,
Oh, I-
when
yeah,
she,
yeah.
when
Oh,
she
that was so
pulled him in
good.
his, when she pulled him
And
in
then
his
the
Goro,
thing-
and she's like, "Ah," and she just.
It's me.
That was probably one of my favorite scenes. I thought that
Yeah.
was great.
So the film was geared towards just like I think everybody that likes pop culture and nerd stuff.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm-
think it's
that's what I'm
just a
feeling like.
it's
It
just a
was
mainstream
fun.
movie
Yeah.
designed to be fun. I guess.
Yeah. Now also saying this one, nothing got past me in the film. If there was a reference,
Yeah, I saw
knew
your
it.
tweet, and right before you tweeted it, obviously, I talked to you, and you actually said
Nothing
that you
got
got
past me.
every.
I got
reference.
everything. If something
got
was like the
everything.
mainstay in the film, I was like, I know that.
Right.
Now, this brings me to my biggest gripe of the film, and put up the big title, gripe number one, the opening song.
What
What
was
was it,
the
The
Jump?
opening song
Was
was
Jump?
Jump by
Yeah.
Van Halen.
Which is
It's a great
weird.
song.
If people get this reference by Van Hagar, if people get that reference. So, did they play Jump because he's jumping down from all of the trailers in Cleveland, Ohio?
I
No.
think if I
Is it-
remember
are they
right,
playing
it
just
It's because they had the
in the
rights to a
book?
pretty good song. That's
They had
why.
rights to literally everything.
So, is
I'm
it
pretty
Jump
sure it's
because he's
referenced
jumping
in-
down?
There's something
Or-
referenced within the book.
Or is it Jump because people know the
I'm
song
pretty sure.
Jump from Van Halen?
Yeah,
It's
they're
that
like,
one.
I think
Hey,
that's it.
That's a retro song.
That- it's from
I
the
know Van
80s.
Halen. Yeah. So I made a list last night in 10 minutes of songs I would have rather had in place of
Well,
All-
also it's a
all
synth
the
song,
80s.
and synth
If they-
is like
the 80s.
it starts
Okay.
with like an awesome synth.
So here's my list of like
lead.
20 songs, right? Change by Tears for Fears.
Sure.
Machines by Giorgio Moroder. Miss Me Blind by Culture Club. Dancing with Myself by Generation X. Somebody's Watching Me, Rockwell. Mad
Yeah,
World,
good.
Tears for Fears. In the Mood by Taco. People Are People by Depeche Mode. Eyes Without a Face by Billy Idol. The Reflex by Duran Duran. It's My Life by Talk Talk. Free Will by Rush. Black Velvet by Alana Miles. Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. Heaven Knows We're Miserable Now by The Smiths. Subdivisions by Rush. I'm Gonna Be by The Proclaimers. Who Can It Be Now? Men at Work. Fake Alexander O'Neill. And Invisible Touch by Genesis. All those, not only do they fit the theme of the movie, but they also make more sense as an opening song than Jump does.
I think.
Yeah, true.
You want synth pop.
Half of those are synth pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You want either synth pop
So
or like
did they
city
go with?
pop.
So
going in
did,
there.
so did they go with Jump because people are like, oh, I know Van Halen.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
that's
Because
why.
in my opinion, that opening song does not fit the tone of the movie. It's like everything in Cleveland, the whole world is consumed by this Oasis.
Oh man, everything's like
Everything is
everybody's poor except for like two guys who are super rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they.
Harvard's here. So everyone's talking about this thing that sucks and it's awful and I hate it. But like he's talking about like it's just the way the world is, and
Yeah.
it's like he's not being dreary about it. But you see the backdrop of like these trailers stacked 10 trailers high.
Like District 9.
40
Well,
trailers
Well, you have to
wide.
look at it too. I mean, the idea of the movie is they have the Oasis.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, life sucks outside, but we have this. So what? Like, what does it matter?
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's their
Because like
mentality.
from there,
We're
he
just hopping into Vox
he
Forward.
immediately goes into, you know, well, you can be this, you can be that, you can be whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the
So
the
you
best
might as well
part-
jump.
So that's why
Off a cliff because this life sucks. We've
That's
only
why,
got one
personally,
video
I
game.
feel like it's, you know, like if you look at it, it's really not one video game.
No, it's
like every
multiple
video
games.
game.
Yeah,
It's basically,
you're
it's
right.
basically
Hub
just
world.
I'm gonna go grab Robert.
it's the best comparison I can think of. Does anybody remember Second Life from like the early 2000s?
Well, it's like
basically
it's like
what
VR
it
chat.
is.
It's like VR chat. If VR chat was like more.
See, I feel like
intense.
Second Life's a better comparison. personally.
I've never played Second Life.
I never played it either, but I know. So it's like it was literally worlds within worlds.
Yeah, right.
You had
yeah.
your own areas, like you could structure it or whatever. Like people, there's an Office episode where Dwight, builds
Okay.
a Second Life like
Sure.
Dunder Mifflin, which you could do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like I feel like
Yeah.
that's the best comparison with it.
Also,
Also-
I feel like we also did not see every aspect of the Oasis. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably
Oh, yeah.
We should
Yeah.
get to see more of it.
Yeah. All right. So you guys
Oh.
go over just a little bit that
Yeah.
way.
And that was one of the things that so in the book, like when they're initially introducing everything,
All right.
he's like school age. He's like in high school.
Yeah.
And
Which they don't really
Because-
discuss that like
Yeah.
in the movie. I don't know what age he is in
He's
the
like
book.
25
So-
in the movie.
I believe like he's like probably early 20s maybe, but in the
Yeah.
book like he has to go to Oasis.
Yeah,
High-
he's
it's
a
really
he's a
weird.
teenager,
Oasis
and I
high
think
school?
that fits a
High
lot
school
better.
Oasis.
That's
They're like the only.
That's
They
That's
only
what I'm
actually
saying. Like, I was
cool.
really, I was a little frustrated that they left that out
Yeah,
it
because
was
that's
kind
awesome.
of
I want to go to VR school.
because like that was one of my favorite parts in the book. Like towards the beginning, he's sitting there talking to H. Like he's in school,
Yeah.
talking on like
Is
chat.
H still
basically.
huge, like at his little like, school desk?
I don't
That'd be
remember.
so funny to see in the movie.
I don't
See,
know.
and the thing is,
Like,
that
I think H is somewhere else.
they
at the
only
time, but
mention
he's in school.
they only mention the high schools once
Oh.
in the movie.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah, I
So-
don't think I remember them mentioning it.
what? I forgot what I was going to say.
So Robert,
yes.
welcome Robert. What did you think of Ready Player One?
I thought it was pretty interesting. Of course, with me, you're going to be hard pressed to find a movie that I don't enjoy watching. Just ask Ethan here.
He's like your parents.
Robert likes movies,
I like B-rated horror movies a lot.
which are fun.
Zombievers
Th-
on
those-
Netflix is
I have not seen that, but I want to.
Robert,
It says on the back of the
Robert
on the
does
back
not
of the
have quality
DVD,
film
a
taste.
masterpiece, truly a work of art. Robert Elam.
Little did you
Like a
know,
zombie.
I am a B-rated horror movie critique.
Two
You're
spoons.
a
Way up.
connoisseur.
Yes, I'm a connoisseur of
I
B-rated
give this
horror
one the
films.
silver spoon.
Spielberg has seemingly done the impossible, balancing sugar rush nostalgia with an involving story to create a pure, uncynical cinematic ride that recaptures the magic of his early films.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Well,
There
I
is
just-
definitely a lot of nostalgia,
I disagree with that.
but
I do too.
Yeah, I
It
do.
was-
it was okay.
I feel
I
like
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the film.
what Spielberg has done is grabbed a idea and concept that was gaining traction and steam because that book is pretty
The
popular.
book came out in 2011.
Yeah, but
The book is
it's one of
well.
those books that it's slowly gained like a cult,
Yeah.
following over time.
Yeah.
So I feel like what he's done is taken that idea and premise and goes, all right, I'm gonna kick all these modern ideas into it
Well, he's not
and make it
even
a
the
cash
writer.
cow.
Overwatch.
He's not even the writer.
So
Oh,
Put Halo in it.
Overwatch, King Kong,
there was
T-Rex,
Iron
don't forget Halo.
Godzilla.
Halo,
That's,
Minecraft.
I love the Mechagodzilla.
Yeah,
that was
I didn't-
one of my
That
favorite
was
things.
cool.
That
That
That was
was
one of my
cool.
favorite things.
Gundam.
Yes, don't
The,
forget Gundam.
mobile suit.
R78-2
The
Gundam.
the first mobile suit. Yeah, it's all good.
Which you said,
I'm
you
alright.
texted me after you watched the movie. The
They
Japanese
fudged-
was
they
not
fudged-
correct.
Yeah, no. So whenever he got in the Gundam, his visor, like in the real world it said Gundam on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it said condom or condom. Or it said condomu is what it said.
Yeah.
Condom.
It's Romanji.
Which
it's
is
fine.
not-
No,
What is
it was
that? Gundam.
it was a katakana. In normal Gundam,
it's Romanji,
it says
it's fine.
Gandamu. This is Kantamu. I'm like, yes. Well.
I thought all of them were great except
Yes.
for the milk toast, white rice, main character. He was very boring.
My name is
Wasn't
self-insert.
totally
what?
My name is John Smith, and I'm going to save the world.
Yeah, he's
I have
our
a big
token-
and hot girlfriend, and I'm a nerd, and you can too.
He's our Harry Potter
Central theme.
Bilbo Baggins
Yeah,
character,
definitely,
basically.
definitely,
So
I think you
I'm
also,
the effort man.
I think
He's
you
your
also text me
He's
like,
the peanut butter.
you're not as ugly
Yeah,
as I
he is.
thought you were, or whatever. Like you're not as ugly as
she's
you think you
a
are.
beautiful girl. She just
Yeah.
has like this
He
red
touched
mark
her, he
on
was
her
like-
face.
I'm not disappointed. You said I would be disappointed. I'm not disappointed.
He could have said that so much
You got
better.
that ugly ass spot, but I still want to smash, you know? Let's go.
We can
No,
we
it
can
was
we can just
creepy.
move that hair off to the side.
It was
It's called the
creepy
VR
too
man.
because he
Yeah.
would
It's
like caress her
fine.
face while talking about
The first
it.
time he met her, he's like,
Oh.
no.
He just gives her one of these. He's just like, ooh.
It
Yeah.
puts the lotion on the skin.
And what's even creepier, like in the Oasis before they even like met each other in real life, she was like caressing his.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got the crotch insert.
Can you feel when I tickle your gooch?
You did get prepared after
It's like,
all.
oh!
Did you get the gooch attachment? That's
I
class
love
extra.
video games.
I want his aunt to walk in while that's happening. He walked in, just a glowing spot. She's like, okay, I'm gonna.
Well, they don't know who that
gotta
is
go.
because he's in
Get
that.
the fuck out of my
band.
room!
Listen-
I'm playing Minecraft.
And that's another thing that bugged me. They don't really discuss that part. Like so, like they just have the aunt and the douchebag boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
then
like-
he's just like, I have
Get
this
his
random
chat.
band with all these
Was
nice things.
I supposed to be upset that they both died?
Like,
They're both
they had 2 seconds of screen time earlier.
I
So.
wasn't-
yeah, if
They,
we
like,
had.
they didn't even talk about that relation at all. Like it was
Yeah.
just like there was
Well, I thought that
they
was his brother
almost
for
should
a
have just
second.
mentioned it in
Oh,
passing.
yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
I thought the guy was
I
like,
thought he
just
was
older
the.
than me.
I thought he was an uncle.
Just some,
Or-
I
Yeah,
really
I thought-
I really feel like they should have just mentioned that in passing. Like, by the way, I live with my aunt. Like, I feel like they could have just kept that out.
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah.
My aunt died.
I don't
He didn't even
Well,
care.
Well, you know.
And then they never even addressed it again.
Yeah,
And
it's
Look,
like, my aunt
she's like,
died. I'm going.
No, they
No,
do
just
say
again,
one thing.
Whenever he's like,
You killed my aunt. You don't
Oh, yeah.
think I'm gonna kill you too?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Now, I thought that was
I mean,
great.
that doesn't even matter.
I
Like,
thought
it's
that
just like-
whenever him and Toshiro were wearing like, or Toshiro was wearing the James Bond like outfit.
That was
with
great.
the-
That was
I like
with
great.
the- with
I
the
like
purple.
that
I
scene.
thought it was great. I thought
Okay.
it was good. 'Cause I was like,
One thing.
they're doing a heist now.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like still inside
You know
the
what it reminds
Oasis.
me
of? That was
What does it
cool.
remind you of?
Inception.
It
Ooh,
does kind
yeah.
of. Because
Yeah.
as soon as they were like, all right, cool, we're in the thing, took off his face, I was like, whoa!
Okay, one thing I want to say, something that they could have done to strengthen the relationship between the aunt and the white main character that I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wade.
Wade.
Hasty white boy.
Yeah.
You know, it's his
White boy won.
It's his
White boy one.
superhero's alter ego's name.
Yes, but they could have had like a scene or two of him as a kid being raised by her or something, just to
Just a
establish
little bit of establishment.
that there was a
Here's what I'm saying,
love.
I hated how
there.
it
So it's actually
Instead
sad that
of like,
that
I
That was
should
my
throw
biggest gripe,
you out
because they
too.
just they
Yeah,
don't
right.
even build up to anything. They just jump
Because
right into the plot.
you see
Oh
his
yeah,
aunt being an
I live
asshole.
with my aunt.
Like, why should I
she's
care
here.
about
And
that
she's
you're
like,
doing?
I
Why
should
should I
throw
care about
you
this
out.
character?
Like what?
You do something again, I'm going to throw you out. Where he just sucker punches the kid.
Yeah.
Well, I say kid, he's probably my age.
They do
Yeah.
nothing
Fucking
to
Chad comes up and beats
Yeah.
him up.
They do
Thanks
nothing
for the
to endear
soup.
you to
Thanks
that
for the
character.
soup, dum-dum.
I never want to hear her voice
He's
again.
the
like,
play also, yeah.
If anything,
It just
They
explodes. You're just
incentivize-
like, oh, I'm glad that's over.
yeah, it incentivizes you to actually root
For
for
her,
them getting killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
But that was the thing.
oh,
Like they didn't do a thing to
assholes
make you
died.
like
Yeah.
the main character. They didn't try to
Yeah.
even get you to relate with them. There's
They
like,
didn't.
all right, here's this
He's
white
just-
guy. He does things, and he's gonna have,
But imagine it's
stupid
you.
main character.
They
power.
kinda
He's
did-
kind of smart.
They did kind of fall into the territory, and this is getting somewhat deeper into just pop culture stuff. I'll put the video that I'm referencing in the description of this video. It's called Being Born Sexy Yesterday. Where it's, and one of you guys might know what I'm talking about, where it's the main female character is this naive, dumb woman who's incredibly attractive and doesn't know any better. It got close to that by the main character being like,
I'm generic.
I'm generic. I'm super into you, and like I'm the hero of this entire world or whatever.
I will touch your face, and you will love me now.
Oh, don't-
What a cyber.
And she was into it.
It got very close to that
Mustang.
territory.
I don't
I am,
Mark, you can't
I
touch
am
me.
glad that she was a very strong character
She's a strong, independent white girl
who doesn't
who don't
No,
need
she's
no main
not.
character.
who doesn't need no parts of all to
No,
save.
Oh,
She's
but
a-
they have an
She's a
apartment at the
fainting
end.
princess who needs
That's
her
what I'm
white
talking
man.
about.
Like,
Yeah, it's a
2 days
generic
a
love
week.
story.
In 2 days
terrible.
a week, take time off to hang out with your girlfriend, and like no one else has a girlfriend. It's fucking
Just
it's
him.
He's like,
post-apocalyptic.
we shut
Like,
down
they're
this
just like satisfying their
entire.
hut.
Yeah,
He's
Basically,
like,
what they
"Big
do is
hut,
we shut
yeah."
down this entire multi-bajillion-dollar
corporation.
thing
Just so I can
for
enjoy
2
it.
days, so I can bone this white girl.
It's like, no, we
Okay,
can't just take
2
a break. We
days
gotta make everyone
every
else
week.
take a break.
Yeah.
We got
And they're gonna watch. We're live streaming.
We'll do it live.
Every time we go to the Oasis, all you see is a laugh scream and then boner.
We'll hide some keys
Basically, yeah.
You had to find out where though.
behind your ear. Oh,
Um,
$1.
But I thought the 5 of the characters. I wish there was the 5 of the characters more.
The high five.
The high 5.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wish there was more of them.
None of those characters that I felt
don't remember
anything
them having
for.
a
They
name.
could have killed them all, and I would have been totally fine.
They had names,
I'm glad
but they
none of them
called
died in real
themselves the
life.
high five, like a little bit.
I would
Because I don't remember them calling themselves the high five until the very end.
Yeah,
like
they-
the rich guy comes
well, okay.
like, "Hey, the high five!
Well,
I'm the curator."
He mentioned it like one
he
other.
does call it like whenever he's giving his big speech to the
Yeah.
world.
We're the
he
high
does
five.
Say, he does say, "Me, I, Parsival of the High Five."
Okay.
We're a clan now,
But
because
he
it's
doesn't.
ironic and not
It doesn't
hipster anymore.
specify that there's anyone else in it. It's just him at that point.
Okay.
So,
At least that's what I got
Just
from
me
it.
and
It
these
didn't-
5 fingers.
hold on.
Me and my 4 best friends, because I lost this one, and now.
So wait,
This one.
I have one
Doom.
question though.
Uh,
I have a really important question.
To the
What
curator.
the answer is no.
The answer,
That-
no, it's 42.
What is it?
what is
I know pop culture.
what is the I can't even think of his name again, but the creator of the
Halliday.
Oasis, Halliday. What is he at the very end? He's not.
That
I guess
Was-
it
I
never
thought
really.
he was like a
him?
GLaDOS thing where he uploaded his consciousness
Yeah,
to the.
that's-
Oasis.
that's what I was
Where it's like,
thinking.
oh, I'm an algorithm that represents my dead guy's consciousness. James Halliday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Transcendence.
I guess,
me.
but
Transcendence was like-
I came up with this
It's like
theory kind
Altered
of
Carbon
in-
that we talked about on an episode of
Oh,
the Third
yeah.
Opinion podcast. Shameless plug.
Okay,
Cut to that one.
I came up with this this theory like in the theater. I was thinking, what if it's his friend? Like I came up
See,
with
that's
it
what I was
before.
thinking
yeah.
too.
And
But then
then-
at the end, that kind of blew that out of the water because he's actually the curator.
What if it's his
Spoilers.
wife?
I didn't care.
What if it's his wife?
She died.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
God.
big plot point.
That is a big.
That's
plot
like
point.
one. That's like the only important
Like
plot
when
point.
they're going with the second key. That's the
Remember
that's the whole
The
thing.
Shining?
The Shining. Yeah.
I
That
remember
whole
that,
sequence-
but I
That
don't
was
remember
great.
her
I love
being
that.
dead.
Oh, okay.
I
Like,
I
that whole
remember
sequence
like
was
him losing his love to his best friend.
They do mention that she did die.
I also like how he was just the generically creepy white guy.
Halliday?
Because he's like,
Just like,
I went
hey,
on one date with this girl. I
if
love
you're
her.
watching this, I am dead. Like
should have
what?
children.
I do like his character though.
We should
Yeah,
have children.
character
he's,
is
he's
really
like
good.
he's like the
He's the stereotypical video game creator.
from the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
Yeah. He fits that bill perfectly.
I dated a girl one time.
I thought it was very funny. This reminded me of
I
an
don't
old
have
source
emotion.
bit.
It's hard.
This one of my favorite old source bit bits is when they were talking about like if you had 9 lives in real life,
Yeah.
and if you were in the funeral casket, you're like, I got you. I see everyone's reaction. Whenever he's like just in the casket, like, if you watch this, I'm dead. I'm like, oh no!
I love this funeral too. I love this
All the
funeral
Star
too.
Trek.
Like
all the
all
Star
I
Trek.
know.
All the Star Trek.
All of the pop
Yeah.
culture, he just has Star Trek like symbols everywhere. I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, we get it. Star Trek is good.
But it,
It wasn't
that's
Star Wars.
it
debatable.
raises the question though.
I didn't
Speaking
get
of, we're
If
watching
he
a Star
owned-
Trek movie
If he
today.
owned all these licenses,
Number 4.
how did he still have all this money?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe that's how he made his money.
Maybe there was a law passed. I figured this
I don't
one.
know.
Maybe there was a law passed that made all trademarks
Free
like
content.
open.
basically.
Yeah, open source.
license. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Licensing.
So
Everything
why
is
didn't
VR
we
now.
have the Avengers there, huh? Think about
because
that.
Disney owns them.
Like
Yeah.
they could only
That's
mention the
sorry,
Millennium
Spielberg.
Falcon.
They mentioned Star Wars. Yeah,
No,
they
they
No,
they
they
mentioned the
They
Millennium
They had TIE
Falcon.
fighters.
Oh, they did mention the
Was it
Millennium
TIE
Falcon.
fighters?
Yeah, there was a TIE fighter. There was a
Yeah,
Sound
yeah,
TIE
yeah.
fighter was in there.
Oh,
I
I
know
didn't
that.
see a TIE
Oh,
fighter.
what
But
scene was that? Was
I
that
don't
when they were going to the casino?
Probably.
I wanted to see
The
the
Disney's
character
great.
creation.
That would be
would've been
hilarious.
Because
Right.
everyone had like crazy different characters.
Yeah.
They're all references to pop culture for the most part.
Now,
Except, like,
is
the
it?
main characters.
Do you
Like,
have?
do
Somebody
you
had a
want
writer.
to
I
be
love his
the
Final
5,000th tracer?
Yeah,
So
right.
the question
yeah.
that I would have,
Can you
if
download them
it would
online?
have shown character creation, would they have all had the same base skin and they had
Same
to
base
purchase
man,
Yeah,
other
like,
I feel like it'll just be
things,
a amorphic
or-
blob one.
or it could be like Second Life or VR Chat where you can import player models.
Skins, yeah.
You, like
Yeah.
you open up Blender, make yourself a character. And then
Do you
throw it in.
know? The way-
No!
I would have.
Ugandan
One
knuckles would have been
Ugandan
great to
knuckles
have.
training.
No,
I really
no,
wish.
it would
I really
not.
wish in the fight scene it was like just walking like
That would have dated it more than it already is.
That was great. I like that.
That is
I would
one
have
thing.
turned off my computer.
So,
at that.
right, do the pop-up Elisha and editing, or the man editing, not me. Gripe number 2.
Yeah.
This movie will not last more than a year or so.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
won't,
think- it's not gonna-
it
it's
won't
not gonna
last
be-
that long. It'll
It's
make-
not memorable.
This movie's
No.
not going to last more than a couple years.
That's like I said, it's a
Yeah.
quick cash grab is all it is.
It was fun to watch, but I'm not going
It's
to
a
look
cash
back
grab.
on it in 2 years going, oh, what a
Like,
what a
I'm
good
gonna watch
movie.
that movie again.
It
Yeah.
probably would.
For the
It,
10,000th time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch
it probably would have more staying power if it were directed to certain
Audiences.
It
Or
would
if it
probably
was
have
all
a certain
80s.
power.
Like
all,
that-
all
Okay,
80s. Like
if
that's
it was
one
all
certain
good.
group.
If
Yeah.
they had
Audience.
more memorable characters.
That
The
too.
characters were
Because
just
you
fine.
can just, like, yeah.
Like how
Who's,
cool,
who's this guy?
I'll tell you this.
Exactly.
one.
how cool
That
would
main
it have
character
been?
had 2 emotions.
Anger and
Anger
oh yeah,
and
hey.
a horny teenager.
Yeah, really.
Well, do you have any other emotion when you're a horny teenager?
Yes.
What?
Sadness.
Happiness, joy.
Heartbreak.
Video games. Heartbreak would go
Video
with
That's
that.
it. That's all you got.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
My favorite character was Toshiro because like
Mine was Show.
He was
I
like-
like Show.
Show was cool. Show was like
What's his
remember-
name? What was his real name?
Show.
Zoe.
Zoe. Zoe was his real name.
Zoe?
Zoe.
Okay, that's
Zoe's
what I
real
thought.
name.
It's like,
Creative.
I'm going to add an H.
She's like, I wonder if his name was spelled TSO.
Oh, it could have been.
That would be
Maybe, but
His-
like
his first name was General.
I love the character that he was like, or the whole point. Was,
Ninjas
was
don't
like,
hug.
Like yeah, I'm 11. I play video games. What about it? Like I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
That was great. that's one of the endearing features.
At
But-
least he's
I-
not the
I-
11-year-old
my
that's
favorite-
like, that's not what your mom said last night.
My favorite
Yeah,
one
I
in there when he was like, "You're an incredible 11-year-old." He was like, "I don't need you to tell me that, but go ahead and tell me that."
Yeah.
No, he's like,
Hard on that.
Toshiro said,
That was
he
great.
already knows that. And then shows
No,
like,
he can. He's
he's like,
it's fine.
shut up. He can still tell me.
Yeah.
I want him to tell me
Please
that.
inflate my
That was great.
Toshiro's my favorite
great.
character.
The-
Right next to
there are a
Crush
few
your favorite
changes
character.
that
First to
I
the
would have
key.
made
First
to
of the
the
key.
characters. There were a few
Except for
changes
5.
to characters that I would have made.
Yeah.
Like the main, the love interest,
That could have been done better.
that could have been done better.
felt
like
better.
instead
It
of
felt
a
forced.
instead of
It
a
felt forced.
star,
Rushed and boring.
Generic.
And
whack.
she was like famous, right? Too. She was like an idol.
She was,
Because she was
yeah,
a Twitch
she was
streamer?
Artemis, the Sixer.
Yeah.
That what was
That's
she?
what I don't
she was
understand.
one of
How
the
is she just
fixers?
hiding?
Sixer fixer. That
How
was
is she
it.
just hiding
Look.
underground if all these people know her?
I feel like it would have been
I
a
don't
little
know either.
I don't know.
a bit cooler if she wasn't so attractive. Like, yeah, they gave her this
She just
like
catfishes.
birthmark.
Yeah.
No, if she
Like,
were
she's-
just
She
able
really
to
was a
waist
300-pound
down.
dude.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
What if? What if? and he
Yeah.
still fell in love with him. What if,
Yeah.
guys?
Oh man, that would have been.
That would have been so much
truly
better.
very
I would like that
progressive.
more.
Yeah, I would actually love that. It's like eventually a guy goes, I don't care.
I don't care. You're so
And
nice.
he still just looks at him and just goes,
I'm not
His
disappointed.
Fix his neck beard.
Yeah.
Lose a
that
fold.
fedora out of his leg.
no,
Pops
he,
that
he
pimple.
parts the neck beard. He just parts the neck beard to reveal a scar along his neck.
Yeah, it's like, I'm blemished. And he takes off his fedora. I don't care.
And they start making out right there.
Oh no!
He just, does
I would have loved that.
I don't think I can go. I don't think I would go that far.
I would have loved that.
But still, just
You
something
just see Cheeto.
not
just
as
cast-
You just see
attractive.
Cheeto spittle just.
Oh,
Robert's out. Robert's
stop!
out.
Stop it! That's too much. So-
Oh, boy.
Like, even just get someone who is at the very least not so attractive. I
Yeah.
don't know if there's an actress working today that isn't a bombshell. So that'd
Yeah,
be
maybe.
tough. But you
sure
can,
there's
you
video
can
TV
still
Trevor
actresses.
respects women.
Yeah, that's right.
look. I'm just saying that would have made it even more
It would've-
interesting.
Yeah. Because the guy's like, he's just okay. He looks like an average guy.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
he's
for
not
us,
exactly
before
average.
girl.
Didn't he play
like
Cyclops
every
in one
white
of the
guy.
newest X-Men films?
No, I
think
think
Cyclops
wasn't
was a
he.
black guy.
In the newest ones?
No, I
Or
thought.
Cyclops. I was thinking
Cyclops.
Cyborg.
No, Cyborg. Cyclops. Cyclops has the visor on, which I'm pretty sure they
I don't think
typecast
that
him.
was Cyclops.
He's,
I thought
he's
that
the
was.
typecast guy for a guy who wears a visor.
I thought that
yeah, because
was.
he has like extenuated like facial features besides his eyeballs.
Yeah, right.
So he wears a visor.
Is
And, like,
it-
that's the whole point.
It's like, oh, man.
Visor
Is
boy.
it Cyclops or is it Mr. Fantastic
I've
from the
seen that
newest
lower half of
Fantastic
his
Four
face.
movie?
I think it's Cyclops.
You think?
I'm pretty sure.
Because they look almost exactly the same, in
Is
my
that your
opinion.
discovery?
All Hollywood
Is it
actors look the
your
exact same
spittle?
now.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
He got excited.
It could have been
So what were you said so something? What were you going to bring up?
The Shining.
I thought that was great.
Yes,
I like
that's
the blood
the
elevator.
best.
I have
scene.
actually-
He didn't know anything about the movie.
I have not
He's like,
actually
oh,
seen
hello, girls.
all of The Shining.
It's really long.
You haven't
But
seen
the parts that were in
Was
that
the
movie
best.
or parts that I had seen,
Yeah, like the blood elevator and the
Yeah.
girls. Like,
and especially
I
especially the
really wanted,
negative bathtub.
I really wanted a
They
Jack
could-
Nicholson face just to.
it's like, hey, they
Here's Johnny.
But the maze, however, I did
I
not
really-
recognize the
I
maze.
really
part.
wanted
I don't-
that.
I,
think that
I don't
was
think
all-
they got.
Right, no,
Was
there was a maze outside
Yeah.
of the.
No, it was exactly true to the film.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
don't.
it was
I don't think
It was
they.
weird seeing it, like,
Did
They
they?
had
did
they had the
film
snow bush
in
maze. They
the
had
the actual
See, that is the part
Okay,
I haven't
so
seen.
here's
I
what's
did not know
great.
that.
Did they film in the actual hotel?
because that
It's
looks
3D.
realistic.
It's 3D re-rendered.
Yeah,
None
they
of it's
pulled
real.
they
Yeah.
pulled a Tarkin.
Pretty much, but they did it like so much better than Rogue One. But like the way they did it, they completely re-rendered that entire thing. I think
It
they like
looks
just
great.
used the film inserts or whatever.
It looks
It's
great.
rendered all in 3D.
I like how
None
the
of it's
paper
And
is
it,
moving
Really?
all
Yes.
the time.
it
Oh,
is
yeah.
beautiful.
that is
Yeah,
cool because
it's
I
3D,
thought
3D.
I honestly thought they filmed on location with the actors
I
and
thought they
mocap
did too.
suits.
I looked
No,
it up.
I
They
was thinking
filmed
about
in
it
3D.
too, but-
They had a
It's all in 3D.
it had like a thing to it though, like an old movie.
So
sort of-
that's what how they think.
That's cool.
Like
I
film
think they
grain,
got
sort of.
they got away with it by doing that by
Yeah.
making it the little grain, the old 80s
I mean, that
80s film grain.
old
Yeah.
video games did that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like Mass Effect 2, I think. It's like,
Aliens
the graphics
Isolation.
aren't great. Put on film grain. It looks great.
And that's
Yeah.
what
It's an old movie.
How-
You love it.
How cool was that entire
Was it what?
sequence
First
though?
class, first
Like
class, I'm not seeing
all
it.
the little nods,
Why
like
not
the
do first
the
class?
twins that were like, "Come play with us," and then
Those
And
twins.
then Ace
when
is like,
H
yeah.
when H goes into
The
the
lady in the bath.
yeah,
That was
Ugh.
great.
and she
Hey there, naked
what-
lady. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother
I'm
you.
sorry.
So she's
And
like-
the
she's
clever
all like-
shots,
like-
he's
she's
just like
all right,
this.
all right,
The
I'm into
perfect-
this.
yeah,
I'm
like-
into this.
Okay,
And then he
so-
sees the mirror.
So the
Yeah.
film was also rated PG-13,
So
but
great.
the blood bath scene in the original
So
The Shining
right?
is one of the big things that got it rated R.
Yeah.
So they get away with
It
it
was
by
very
it,
cool,
being, by it being 3D, by it being not real blood.
Oh,
Oh,
because
really?
of digital blood.
That-
Digital blood.
I think that's how they got.
I
they
think
got away
they-
with it.
I think what really set The Shining apart was that it did have cussing and it had a much more scary
Fuck a
atmosphere
couple times.
In
as
this one,
well.
Yeah. at
No,
least
they,
once.
they said
The fish.
They-
Oh shit!
they are allotted one.
This guy look
Yeah,
familiar?
you're allowed
Yeah,
one
that's
fuck.
him. It's the same guy.
What?
In
Let
He
me
was
see.
Cyclops.
Oh,
I
he
think
was.
so,
An apocalypse. X-Men
Okay,
Apocalypse.
yeah.
Man,
He
you know
was-
everything of that shit.
He
But
was
he,
indeed.
but he
That's
has
what
two
killed my
eyeballs.
Well, but the whole point is that like.
But
he's
he
very
has
much
two
like-
eyeballs.
Not when he wears his visor, he does.
But he has.
I'm ready for
One
Ready Player 2. Coming in 2
Coming
years.
2022.
I think they had the sequels when they have kids. It's Ready Player 3 and 4.
Oh yeah.
With the Oasis, it's just the same story.
I
but-
hope they don't do
Generic
that.
family.
I hope
They
they
turned it
give
into a
it to
It's gonna be
you.
about his son,
They turn it into a
Oh,
sitcom.
who also has to save the Oasis because IOI.
because his father
The
is
Oasis
corrupt.
is drying
No,
up.
IOI isn't allowed to.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a
IOIs
new. It's a new company. It's like
Well, no,
Facebook
no,
is
the
getting
thing
on
is-
it.
The thing
Why-
is,
why,
no,
oh, why?
no
Facebook, Facebook 7.7.
LOL.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, LOL.
LOL. Oh no, hope that.
The invasion of the LOL.
OWO is
like
attacking.
they're nostalgic for the 2010s now. It's
Oh,
Project
no,
LOL.
no.
We have a
Don't
bunch of
bring- no, please
emojis
no.
running
Please
around.
no.
That's
It's
what it
The
is.
emoji movie.
It's because it's all emoji
Oh
movie
my
references.
gosh! Yes, they have the
Ready
emojis
Player
running
emoji.
around.
Everybody's avatar is just a poo emoji.
The thing is
They're
Ready
all
Player and it
voiced
has
by
the
Patrick
has the
Stewart.
emoji for one, you know, like the
Ready Player
walking-
Poo.
So, did you guys think the soundtrack in this movie was top notch, the best, great?
I didn't.
I
didn't notice
really
it.
liked
The
it.
entire
Yeah,
movie was
honestly,
remember this
I
song.
didn't
I was
notice
not
any
paying
of the
attention.
songs.
It was.
The
Not
thing
paying
is-
attention, didn't notice.
I liked it.
It
I
was
agree
like,
with
okay,
Andrew. And
it-
they were
it-
almost
it
all
was-
like,
it
you know
was
this song?
just-
It was all passable.
It was just
80s,
okay.
to be fair.
It was just, yeah.
But the thing
Well,
is,
you like Tears
I
for
take
Fears?
I take all
You like the Bee Gees?
I
I
felt
take
like the
all of those
entire thing was
songs
just
and
jammed
I
down your
listen
throat.
to them
It felt
on a
like it,
regular
yeah.
basis
that was
anyway.
that's
So
Now,
correct for me.
there is. I
Except for
was
Club.
disappointed. There was one character that I wanted to know
Club is
more
like
about.
I did
pop
like.
music.
I did
Who's
like
the
Until they
character
did
more
the-
about?
the
Ira.
Staying Alive.
Until they
Yeah.
did
Yeah, the guy with the skull.
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
wanted to know more about Ira.
Yeah, I wanted to know who he was.
Who was he?
Yeah.
What was his deal?
Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
he was-
You can see
Why
was-
did they get?
he
Why
was
did
Chuck
they
from
get?
Detroit.
What's his name? Oh, I can't think of anyone's name today, and I don't know why.
Hurley and Lost.
Wallace Shawn.
He reminded me a lot of Hurley and Lost.
No, the
He's
guy who
dead.
plays
The guy in Lost.
Weasel in
I
Deadpool.
thought it was him.
The guy who plays Weasel in Deadpool.
Wallace
What-
Shawn.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
who?
not Wallace
what is
Shawn.
what is his name?
I don't everyone's name is.
Sean.
Oh, you talking about the IOI guy?
No, Iraq.
Oh, Ira. Okay.
Wallace Shawn.
Yeah, he was also in
They
like
say it
Big
called
Hero
Sticks.
6
Yeah.
as the guy, the monster guy. I
Generic
forget.
bad guy.
Fred? Is that his name? Fred.
Chuck.
I think it was
Liddell.
But why did they get him? He was funny at first. Now he's just annoying to me.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah, I enjoyed like
Can
the
you like
little bit of
move over
comedy where he's
more
like,
to the right? Your right, my left.
me?
I have a little.
No.
Oh yeah,
Film,
he's talking
not
about
film.
the
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
I think the crick in my neck's getting worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we
I think I
get
might
it.
need physical therapy.
Oh yeah, you have a bad neck.
Oh, you're funny and intimidating. No, they should have gotten someone like The Rock in that role.
Oh,
That
no.
would have been
No.
cool.
But they spent all
Is
the
it
budget
about-
on
is it-
this.
is it
I don't
about-
know.
I disagree.
He's a
I
Maui
disagree.
player.
Woody Allen.
I feel like
Do I-
I feel like
Woody Allen.
it was better as like an ironic.
Woody Allen would have been a great Ira.
Yeah.
It should have just been Ugandan Knuckles.
Yes, it should have been.
Can we stop with the Uganda Knuckles? It's dead.
This is dead meme.
Somebody touch
wrong.
my oasis.
That's dead as well. These are all January memes.
Do
we
we-
are in April.
No, we're not.
And yet it's
April
still
Fools!
cold, Trevor.
It's a
It's
Jack
still
Paul.
cold.
April Fools.
It's
We're
like-
the April Fools.
Do we really find an oasis inside the Japanese suicide forest?
Oh my god.
Too soon.
Oh.
Eat a Tide
I
Pod.
can
Find out.
already see that meme coming back though
Was it
because of the
Pokemon?
YouTube shooting.
I don't think I saw a Pokemon in that movie.
Just eat a Tide
No,
Pod.
I
I don't
didn't
think it
either.
was a
I think they
Nintendo
should have
thing.
been Pokemon because Pokemon's like
We also noticed they're all Atari games.
yeah.
I think because Nintendo was like, we don't want to be in this film. Unless it was a Nintendo thing. I caught no Nintendo things, and I caught.
But the thing is,
almost no Star Wars
Nintendo is kind
Nobody's
of
paying for
in a
that
deal
license.
with Universal right now.
things. Yeah.
See, I wanted to see
They're
this
kind
big
of
kid
linked
running
to
around
Universal.
in the
It's
battle.
currently 36
Little
degrees.
bit of
right now, so.
Splatoon. It's
Wow.
cold.
That's nice.
I'll tell you the gym.
I would have loved to see
cold as fuck.
Splatoon.
It's a wee bit
Squid
nippy.
Kids
It's
would have
cold
been
as a
great.
witch's tit.
It's frosty
Oh.
with snowman's.
All right, let's wrap this
Let's
point
wrap.
up. Andrew,
What?
overall, what'd you think? of Ray
7.5 out of 10.
All right,
I
cool.
feel like that's
Trevor.
7
I'm
out of
done.
10.
Oh,
it.
sorry.
I ain't finished.
Sorry.
That's all you get. We're moving along.
It was alright. Now I'm done. Continue.
All right, cool.
7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It's not for everyone, I believe.
5.9. Forced down my throat.
You didn't have to go. Well, you did have to go watch it. Sorry.
No, I still enjoyed it, but 5.9.
Yeah. Robert.
And the only reason why you get it that high is because he went to go see it with me.
Yeah.
No, that minus the point. That was at least a point attraction.
I'll give it a 7.7
One disappointment
out of 10
Yeah.
because
Disappointments.
I did find some of the incorporations of various things to be slightly amusing, like the Battletoads. That was
Oh
great.
yeah, I
That
did
was
see
one.
I
that.
love the Battletoads.
I
That was my
love
favorite
those.
one I caught. I was like, I know the Battletoads!
Yeah.
I know what that is.
We need more Battletoads. Where is that HD
Then
remaster?
you had
I clapped when I saw Star Wars.
Then you
I
had
so
the
much-
We got Crash, we got
tank
Spyro, now we
from,
need
Where's the
Battletoads.
Battletoads?
what was
Battletoads and
Game of Tanks?
Banjo-Kazooie.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, they had the,
Wait, did they have
Banjo-
Banjo-Kazooie?
They did not. That would have been great though.
they had
That
the-
would
They
have
had Banjo-
raised
they
it
had,
to a 10.
they had Game of Tanks.
They didn't have Game of
They
Tanks.
had
I don't
Ratchet
care. I
in
want
there.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah,
They had a knack.
What do you
For
think
the
about
hit
that?
game.
The movie,
Knack.
the movie gets a 9
It
out
had
of 10.
quite the knack.
I really enjoyed it.
9
Although
out
I
of
don't
10?
think it's going to last long, I do still think if you watch the movie once, you enjoyed it.
The
Yeah.
Citizen Kane of our time, I say.
Steven Spielberg has
The
come back
Saving
to
Private
life.
Ryan of
Schindler's
our time.
List, if you will.
The Schindler's List of the 2018 film year.
Overall, I found the commentary to be socially awkward and pedantic.
Last night, I considered the movie
Shallow
to be
and
the
pedantic.
best of the year so far. But after sleeping on it, it still doesn't beat Black Panther.
I'm going to
in my
see.
opinion.
No,
I
Black
have not
Panther's
seen
great.
So they should have Black Panther in it. And it's like, now we're better than
Now-
them because we have the...
Yeah.
At the end.
Remember Wakanda.
What's the Wakanda Forever? They do this? Yeah.
I really, yeah.
This could have been another Roger Rabbit in a sense if they could
That
get a
is
lot
a
of.
great movie.
If they had
If
just,
they
if they had
could
changed them,
get-
it would have been Robert
I like
Rabbit.
the hologram.
Robert Rabbit.
Robert Rabbit. Robert Ratchet.
I like the hologram
Ratchet and
part
Clank.
where he's like, oh, I'm in the real world, but I'm still in my game.
And I can move my arm out of place.
Yeah, I don't know how he could do that
I exist
because
on
when he moves
bungee
his arm in
cords.
real life, it's his
Yeah.
actual arm.
So
but
it's
in
like,
the hologram,
whoop.
Oh, no, he did that. That threw me out.
Another thing that I found really
You're not
interesting
actually
in
I
the
walk
big
on a
war
treadmill
scene.
with bungee cords.
In the big war scene, it showed all of these people out in the middle of the streets.
Yeah,
fighting.
not bumping into stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was
What
talking
if
about
they
this.
would have run into a building?
I thought
How
that
do
would
they
be great.
do that?
I think
Or
also if you're about to
run
punch someone and
into
they punch the
traffic.
wall in the game.
Kind of broke your hand.
Of course, granted, you can.
Which we've done in VR.
Yeah, no, we've punched many things in VR.
Not very good
Yeah.
stuff. I just don't.
People,
I do like the guy doing a random backflip.
The tr-
The bungee cord part was cool. That'd be so much fun to actually like swing around on the bungee cords playing VR.
See,
Yeah, do
that's the
backflips.
thing. They had
In
like
space.
360-degree like treadmills and stuff like that.
Those
But
things-
like in the middle of the street, they're just like.
I imagine
It
there's
wasn't
a
a bump
thing-
into the
I
wall.
imagine there's a
The-
thing that like
thing.
can guide and direct them to where they don't run into stuff.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, but how does that
With the
work in
walking.
like if you're
If you're running in a straight
playing
line,
you're
yeah.
playing in two different dimensions
This
here,
have-
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You should have locomotion, like you hold down the grip buttons on the Vive controller.
Yeah, I guess
It
it's
looked-
something like
it
that.
looked
But
goofy, and I
that's
think
so
that's just what they
weird.
were going
Yeah.
That would be so
Although-
weird.
Either way,
in-
that was,
in the
uh,
game.
All
Yeah,
we know
like,
is
he
there's
was
still
in the
terrible VR
truck that was
portals.
moving. So, but like it was a tiny little van, right?
Yeah.
But he moved really far in the game.
Oh yeah.
Like he was sprinting.
Yeah.
But but I don't think he didn't have a treadmill, did he?
Yeah.
In
No,
the van?
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
Yeah, the
He did.
van
Oh,
was
did
in
he have
the
a
Yeah.
treadmill? I thought
Yeah.
he was in bungee.
Well, he was in the bungees, but
He was
he
in
also
bungees
had
on
the
the treadmill.
treadmill.
Okay.
So that was
They had a full rig in the back.
I guess.
Those
They
are the
had
van.
to.
I guess they
I
had
like
like
the
no,
van.
they had four.
Because, like, the
They had
circles
four
and
like
stuff.
four rigs in the
Okay.
back because they were all
One
in
question
Yeah.
I have though is.
Age was
Why-
also in there, but like only goggles and only hand tracking thing.
Oh
Yeah,
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 true.
yeah.
She was in the
Um,
Iron
I don't
Why-
know how it works.
I think
I don't
her
know how it
character
works.
was controlling
It's Iron
the Iron Giant on
Yeah,
the
and
And
she
she
inside.
was-
was ready to like.
She was doing
She
the
was
Iron
specific
Giant
for
at that
English.
time.
Well, I think like her character
Patented
was
for a
physically
reason.
in the Iron Giant. I think that's what it was.
The Iron Giant is in Evangelion.
But anyways,
The truth comes
why
out.
I did enjoy the mecha.
Orange juice
why
everywhere.
didn't
Yeah.
prick businessman shoot?
Jesus.
Why didn't he shoot
Mom?
Wade
that is a good
at
question.
the very
Why
end?
didn't he?
He saw him. He had the egg. His hands were glowing. He.
Like the
He's
only
like,
thing that
I have a heart now.
the only
I have
thing,
a heart
the
now.
only thing
Oh,
that I
No,
could
he
think
is
of-
so
Also-
mad at this point.
Also- Gripe number. Insert whatever
Right,
here.
number 3.
Gripe
thought we
number
were finishing
4 of
this up.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this in.
So, when they died, they were supposed to wipe and lose all their items, right?
Right.
Yep.
How did the rich guy just log back in and have all his stuff?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
He's
that.
rich. He's rich.
He probably bought like a backup or something.
Yeah,
which is-
he has. There's in-game purchases.
Plot hole.
he's
Plot
rich.
hole.
I love how
Wait, he didn't go
the
back in the game, did he?
yeah,
Yeah,
he
No, they
died.
killed him. They killed.
They killed him
She
and then
shot
he
him.
respawned.
Artemis shot him while he was in the Mechagodzilla.
That's
Or,
right.
no, she
And
threw-
then, oh,
she
he's
threw a
like,
grenade.
I'm
He threw
here.
that grenade in there.
With, like, a
That's
face.
right.
He
You're
didn't
right.
log out. He died.
Yeah, exactly.
He got fragged.
Unless he did log out and then
No,
log
no,
back
no,
on.
no, no.
Oh no, it showed
He
him
died.
dying.
Yeah, you
It
heard
showed
the
him
coin
getting blown
fall.
up.
Yeah.
But you never know with video games.
See, I wonder how combat logging works in that game. 'Cause, like when they're getting assaulted in that club, why doesn't he just go, oh man, that was scary. Good thing I'm logged out now.
I would
Safe.
assume,
Right?
I would assume that they would prevent some sort of
Yeah,
combat logging.
because
like
oh
that.
geez, teleport back to the hub, safe.
I guess.
I also
Uh,
don't understand how they could just
Yeah,
assault
could-
the nightclub like that.
Yeah, you could just
You
like
could attack-
you just-
I
you could
feel
blow
like-
up places.
it's
I
you
feel
can
like they would
defend
have.
anytime.
I feel like
Yeah.
there would be safe zones in that game.
Yeah, there's
No,
an
I feel like there
evolution.
isn't.
Like
I don't.
I don't.
Like this
I don't
is
get
the
that.
There is no
Wild
CFC.
West at
There's
this
no safe
point,
zones.
guys.
This, okay,
I don't know.
that game isn't RuneScape. There are no safe zones. You can't get
Where
out
was
of
the
them.
RuneScape?
The wilderness is everywhere.
Where was
Beach
Second
of the
Life?
Why
Wild.
couldn't we have a RuneScape world?
Oh yeah, the extra.
Oh yeah,
life.
I would love to have
Yeah.
a RuneScape world. It's just people like, oh cool,
You know, that-
level 99
That's funny.
logging,
The
Let me
Extra Life
let me
charity.
sell my lobsters to you.
buying GF.
Join my Extra Life charity live
1, 2,
stream,
3, 4.
guys.
Oh.
That's not happening
Okay,
ever.
so they also mentioned
Ow.
Twitch.
I'll trim your armor.
They
Yeah,
do.
that was stupid
They
as
mentioned
well.
Twitch.
Yeah, there's Twitch.
Twitch
I don't know
still
how Twitch
exists?
is still
Twitch
a thing.
is still a
Product
thing in
drop.
2045?
You think it'd be
I
Oasis.tv?
doubt
but-
that.
I doubt
Well, they mentioned
doubt
it in the
that.
game.
I really
in
thought
the
Periscope
in
would
the
have
movie.
taken over by now.
The thing is, I can see
Everything
like
was FaceTime, right?
streaming
Yeah.
services, but not Twitch.
Not Twitch in
spec-
particular.
No.
I don't
They
know.
could have
No.
just said Twatch or something like that.
She's
I
really
don't
famous.
Anyway.
And are we
Another
done?
right.
Time for more
Generic
movies.
bad guy.
Yeah, alright, so let's watch
I am
the
a
next
corporation.
What film are we
Corporations
watching?
are evil.
What a great movie that was!
I love Star Trek and the 80s!
And when you combine them,
Let me see.
We get a bunch of crap.
you get a good trip.
That was a bad trip. He had too many LDS.
I think you did a little too much LDS.
LDS.
What a bad movie.
So we watched Star Trek: The Voyage Home.
Star Trek: The Bad Voyage.
10 out of 10. Great movie. Would watch again.
0 out of 10.
I'm watching on my way home.
Also, it's really cold in here.
Yeah.
It's like 30 degrees. You guys are fine.
It's snowing outside,
Jaggers.
Elijah. What are you talking about?
It's
April 7th.
April Fools!
Don't think this. It's not gonna be uploaded for like a week.
It won't be uploaded until January.
January Fools!
It's uploaded April 7th next year.
Yeah. So what did you think of The Voyage Home, Andrew?
The Voyage Home is the thing. I thought it was just the voyage. Or is it just
No,
No,
it's
it's
the
Voyage
Star
Home.
Trek 4: The Voyage Home.
I think it was just called The Garbage.
There is a Star Trek series called Star Trek Voyage.
Maybe this also
Star Trek Voyager.
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 That's a real thing.
What do you think of
Anyway,
Star Trek Voyager?
oh yeah, it was definitely an interesting film.
Yeah.
I like the part where they went to the 80s. That was kind of the central theme of the movie.
I believe
And
it
the
was
whole
an
point
art-
of it
an
was
art house film.
going to the. It was definitely. It was very art housey, if you ask me. Do you want a number? Do you want a number rating?
Sure.
3 out of 10.
All right, awesome.
2.5
I'm
out
going
of
to give
10.
you 2. Only because Robert has to go to the radio station here in a few
I
seconds.
have to work
He has to work his
for a
afternoon.
living because I have a job, unlike these guys.
I have a job.
What did you think of Star
Some
Trek
of
4:
us
The
are
Voyage
adults
Home,
and pay our
Robert?
bills.
Well, I have seen this movie before.
I'm sorry.
I forgot. Yeah. There are definitely some parts in it that I forgot how bad it was. Like the green screen thing in the park.
Yeah,
That was.
That was painful.
But
That was amazing.
it had its good parts.
Uh-huh.
Mainly the credits rolling. That was about it.
Yeah, with William
Um,
Shatner just like, hey.
Franks, yeah, it is the 80s.
Don't forget Stu's lustful stare.
Oh,
But,
that was an entire movie.
I
Always at the
Is
camera.
that
I
your
give this
helicopter? Or are
movie-
you happy to see me?
What's your
Is
rating,
it your
Robert?
flex stick?
my rating for this movie is a 10
Uh-huh.
out of 100.
Oh.
That's way too.
So it's a 1 out of 10.
Yes, it's a 1 out of 10, essentially.
It's 10.
Okay.
Also a 10 out
Elisha?
of 10.
No, wait, let's back to you.
Okay. Let's see. It was very enjoyable once they got to the 80s, but it's enjoyable in all the wrong ways.
Right.
It's right for all the wrong reasons.
It's what makes it a great
It's wrong
movie.
for the right.
It feels so wrong, but it must be right.
It's so much
Yeah.
fun to watch. I don't want to watch it again.
Right.
What?
Sorry, it's not that bad that it's good,
Sorry.
but it
sorry.
is bad that it's okay.
It's one of those movies that once you've seen it, you can't get it burned out quick enough.
Well, anything William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy did in the 80s was always a blast.
Haha.
Because they blow up.
Blast
Yeah.
They have
Oh, hey, they did that.
Hey.
That's-
Or
Make
they
that
could.
happen.
All the stuff in the future could have been cut, basically, because I don't remember anything.
No, see, I enjoyed like
Get him
the,
back!
Oh,
Get
they're
him
used to the
back!
future. Now they're in the 80s. That was
Basically,
kind of fun.
they should have just
But then,
kept the
I didn't
entire
like
film
that
in the
story
80s.
where it's like, we gotta save the whales.
Hey,
We gotta save the whales.
No, they were
Social
saving-
commentary.
They were saving Earth. They had to
Because
use
of
whales
Pro.
to save Earth.
Were they saving Earth?
They were saving
the
Earth
planet
by saving the
the giant-
whales.
because the giant whale probe was destroying Earth.
It was going to
Yeah.
destroy Earth. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought they just wanted to talk to it. I didn't really
Anyways,
get that.
3.5 out of 10.
What?
Better than mine.
That's
All
too
right,
high.
Ethan.
You think?
What do you think of Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home?
I would rate it lower than the fart that I just had.
That must be bad.
Cool.
I
Can you
didn't
repeat
even-
It's a
that?
bad one.
Can you repeat that, please?
I would rate it lower than the fart that I just had. And you'll be enjoying that soon because it's bad. Don't breathe too hard. Don't breathe too hard.
I can smell it now.
Fetch the smellophone.
Please don't. You don't want to kill our audience.
Delicious.
You didn't like the movie, did you?
Smells like sausage, doesn't it?
How you doing, Trevor?
No, it
I'm
was fun.
choking myself.
It was fun,
No, the only thing success.
but I would not watch again.
There you go.
Those first however many minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first
Very bad.
few minutes of
the
the
80s
future.
part is fun in a campy 80s sort of way,
Yeah.
but overall the art house
it's
commentary
safe.
was far too much for my plebeian
Yeah.
mind. I'm just kidding.
I think it would have been a lot better if it had director commentary over the entire movie.
Why about?
Well,
There's a reason why I spent
This
12 bucks
is
on
the
Blu-ray.
part where I was thinking, wow, this movie's gonna bomb, and I was right.
Leonard Nimoy directed this movie.
Yeah.
Spock directed it, so he's just like,
Kind of dropped the ball on this one.
Ninard Lemoy.
Literally more.
Ninard Lemoy.
Yeah.
Leroy
I
Jenkins.
did not enjoy it.
You didn't
Great
enjoy it?
game.
Did not enjoy it.
Aw, man.
I want to play it some more.
Low on the totem pole
Low on the totem pole for
for
Ethan.
this boy.
Sometimes you have that in the films when you watch them all.
But still a good time.
You three, you four surprised me, and we'll never.
What would you rate it, Elisha?
It's a 10 out of 10.
Oh
Of
That's
course
my
it
favorite-
is.
It's my favorite Star Trek movie.
Give me that.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
But is it your favorite in terms of quality or ridiculousness?
or
Both.
is it nostalgic for you? Did you watch it as a young child and go, wow?
In the
Star
80s?
See,
Trek.
I did. I watched it when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. And you
I
said,
don't
wow,
get
this is
nostalgia.
shit.
I wasn't
Much like my
impressed.
sense of smell.
I didn't know they could make bad movies.
My sense of smell and nostalgia are in the exact same place. Non-existent. That makes me nostalgic.
Well, considering the movies that I watched growing up consisted of mostly Disney films with the occasional musical Cats
Yeah.
and Milo and Otis.
Sure.
yeah.
Great movies, by the way. You should watch them.
Nothing makes me nostalgic, but I just enjoy the film a lot.
I do love. Don't get me wrong. I do love the old Star Trek.
Yeah.
I love old Star Trek. It's great.
Yeah. Well, we're going to watch that for 60s television
That
tonight
movie
also.
Well, Elisha,
Yeah.
did you enjoy it enough to grow a new kidney?
What's the matter with you?
Kidney dialysis.
Dialysis. My God, what is this, the Dark Ages? Here. You swallow that. And if you have any problems, just call me.
Fully functional.
Yes, I did.
A functioning one?
My
A
God.
fully functioning
Hey,
one.
call me in the morning.
Fully functioning kidney.
Call me in the morning.
Call me in the morning.
I grew a new kidney.
Fully functioning.
A fully functioning.
It hurts!
What if you gave her the wrong medicine?
He gave her dog kidney.
Oh,
She has a whale kidney.
It's penis growth.
She gets out of bed every morning.
she's Dory, essentially.
He's like, alright, yeah, I gave her a dialysis that was cyanide.
Oh.
And then it cuts to the woman and it plays the piano. Dom.
Dum dum. Dum dum.
Favorite Star Trek movie, and I think it's probably one of the best Star Trek.
Even better than Khan?
The Wrath of Khan, yeah.
I feel like I was conned into watching this.
You are. This is just an excuse for me to get you guys to watch The Voyage Home.
That's fair.
Well, you know what I have to say
It's a
about that,
great
Elisha?
excuse.
No, don't Caesar me.
Certainly, I didn't Caesar you. Stabbed you in the front.
Too Brute.
Yeah.
Not.
Oi, I'm Caesared.
Caesar salad.
How would we rank up to you guys as opposed to Ready Player One?
Ready Player One is a masterpiece.
Many much worse.
I like Ready Player One. Didn't like this movie.
What?
I agree with Andrew Boyd.
Yes. Comparatively.
I agree with Mr. Sulu.
That's right.
Comparatively, this movie makes Ready Player One look like a
A
masterpiece.
masterpiece. Cut to every joke that we made about Sulu being gay. And go. and welcome back to our
Insert
jokes.
Now, all the
me
Sulu
love editing.
raping
I know.
gay
I'm fine with
jokes are done.
Oh, yeah.
For what is it?
Robert's trying to play copyrighted
I
material.
was not.
Don't
You can't
do
see
it.
me.
Don't do.
He's trying to get us
We'll
canned.
have to cut
You
from
can't
that part
see
to where
me.
it ends.
Can't see me.
No, just play louder royalty-free music over it. Just cut out the audio. But, like, keep the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
I
Go
wanna
ahead,
do
go ahead,
the
play
video.
your song.
No, I wasn't going to.
Go ahead, do it.
I was going to do it after.
That's fine. But it's my favorite Star Trek movie, so I really enjoyed it.
Very nice.
The Blu-ray, actually, we can say this one.
The
The
quality
quality
was quite
upscale was
good.
incredible.
Oh, yeah,
The
definitely.
quality upscale was probably.
You can see how bad the makeup was.
No.
Fu Manchu Man.
Yes.
That guy was great. He's my hero.
The guy that
He
was,
looked like, he looked like the guy from.
Watch the movie.
He looked like the guy from Kill
look at the image I
Bill.
put up 2 seconds ago whenever we said Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that works too.
He looked like the guy from Kill Bill, and I loved it.
He's done it
Yeah.
once.
You should actually do it this time.
I'm going to.
Can you show me how to put away your baton?
Oh yeah, I got it. I got it, but I can show you how.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
I reckon that's it for this one. We were going to watch War Games,
But it's late.
but it's 3 o'clock already. We start at 10.
The day's a bit long
Technically,
in the
it's
tooth.
2:53.
Excuse me. Yeah, everybody has a thing to do today.
We working lab.
Me and Trevor have to do a thing for venturing.
Yeah.
And I have to
What
work.
are you doing for venturing?
We gotta go scout out.
We'll tell you.
locations.
We'll tell you after. Scout out locations. It's going to be a fun time. So,
You know what?
And on
on
that
that,
note,
your
on that
face.
note,
we're
You
the
look like
third.
Wade Watts.
We're the third opinion movie boys.
Do
And
you
you're
agree
watching
that he
Disney
looks like
Channel.
Wade Watts? Kind of.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Bump, bump.
That's not it. That's Nickelodeon.
I'm Elisha Hunt, and you're watching The Viewing Party.
I'm Ethan.
V
E
Cloud I W.
No.
I'm not
here.
doing that.
No. Boop. Boop. Whoop.
Add the whole line.
We're done.
That's all, folks.
That was a whale.
And now, a word from this program's sponsor.
Somewhere Liquors is located in the Plaza Shopping Center across from Citizens Tri-County Bank. Their address is 1100 Smithville Highway, Suite 137 in McMinnville, Tennessee. Their business hours are 8 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 11 on Friday and Saturday, and 10 to 6 on Sunday. Their phone number is area code 931-304-8222. They feature a walk-in beer cave and have a wide selection of bourbons, whiskeys, vodkas, tequilas, and more. McMinnville's first liquor store is Somewhere Liquors.